MTN introduced the MTN Changemakers program. And the intention of the MTN Changemakers program was to create shared value for all our customers, but also for Ugandans. We came together through the MTN Foundation and put 500 million shillings together to support 25 communities across Uganda, 5 for each region. The journey has been a long journey, and it was quite successful because when we put out that call, we received over 2,000 applications. Of the 2,000 applications, we were able to zero down to the 25. Today we're here in Sironko, the Sitama sub-county, and we are with an amazing group. It's called the Kalamugosi. This is a special group because, again, this is a special group because we are celebrating the Women's Month. And it being a women's group, it is very special to us. Empowering the girl child and youth is a focus area for us. So today, us being here and celebrating with the achievements that they have been able to get is very, very important for us. The grassroots project aims to ensure that we support livelihoods, but we also empower. The group here ensures that it trains farmers, and I think there are over 1,200, if I'm accurate, 1,200 farmers that are supported. They provide the skilling, but over and above that, they also provide value addition for the coffee. Now, we have, for the success of the country, value addition is very, very important, especially to the agriculture sector. So the work that they're doing to support the women, to empower them, to skill them, but also provide value addition, and above all, look for markets for this coffee is very important, and it speaks to the growth in revenue generation, but also in livelihood generation. So we are very happy to be here and to join the women here, especially this month. We have the woman MP here. We are very happy that she's been able to join us today, and we are, as MTN, we believe that together we're unstoppable, and this is one way that we believe we've been able to achieve. Still has 4 other beneficiaries, 4 change makers who are creating impact in their communities. We have one in Jinja, we have one in Tororo, we have one in Palisa, I believe, and all these are going to be recipients of the grants that we are able to provide to them. We also have an additional 20 across the country, in the east, in the west, the central, and in the north, and we look forward to having and working with them to change and impact the community across the country. I'm a manager and I'm in charge of the MTN Foundation.
This partnership with MTN means a lot to the enterprise. One, it means we are unstoppable, like the MTN thing. We believe that being in position to host such a giant communication company, we are unstoppable. We are happy that we have received the equipment. These are 3 pulping machines that pulp 1,000 kilos, that is a ton of coffee, in 1 hour. This means that our efficiency, our effectiveness, our quality, and our dream to create job opportunities for the people at the grassroots is already achieved by having this. One of the challenges that our farmers face in the Bugisu region has been the lack of modern equipment. We have seen farmers today in this new millennium, farmers are still using the pulping machines of 1954. These machines cut the coffee beans. These machines are not efficient enough. The farmers have grown old. She cannot bend her back for all those hours. But with such a machine, it's just a mere you calling a border, write the kilos you have weighed at home, send it to Kalamugos. We confirm the kilos. Is it matching what you have the other side? The coffee is pulped, and farmers are able to receive their coffees on time. And this will help better the quality of Ugandan coffee.
For me again,
what motivates me is the desire to make a difference. Like I said, a few years ago, we never saw women that were taking on positions in communities. We grew up seeing women in a miserable position. You have a child on your back, you have to go for firewood. There was domestic violence. So all these fears, having seen them at a very tender age, which created fear in my life. I'm like, what next? Where do I belong? Well, how do I do it such that I'm able to escape some of these society norms that have been put on a girl child? And then also I grew up seeing a number of women that had formed groups. For example, my mother, her friends, they always had women groups. They would sing during political campaign. I also realized that they were also saving to buy meat during Christmas time. So they lacked the economic arm. They didn't take that other side of how do we grow our organizations from the economic perspective of life. So as Karamugos, that is what creates the difference, the uniqueness. Why should we depend on only singing? Can we do something that will help us improve on our income and also improve the family income, something that will contribute on our access to education, access to medical services, access to better roads, and access to happiness. You can't be broke and be happy when you don't have money. So these opportunities, the economic arm helps Karamugos and its farmers to be able to live a healthy life, because a sick farmer will give you a sick cost because they are using a sick equipment. So thank you, MTN Foundation. We appreciate from the deepest part of our hearts. But thank you for helping us increase on our efficiency. Thank you very much for helping us improve the quality. This time when you go for competition, I believe Karamugos will be #1 in the quality competition. Here on coffee, because I grew up in a community where I saw the rich men were coffee traders, those that had the money. And then later on, when I reached in senior 2, we are reading about cash crops. I realized that coffee was mentioned as a cash crop in this country. When I went further, when I was going to campus, my parents sold here coffee, 10 kilograms. That time coffee had gone up to 15,000. So quickly it entered in my head that, yeah, this is the right thing. Here there is money. If you are talking about empowering women economically, I think this is the better sector to position yourself. And then also, we realized that women were contributing 70% of labor in the coffee sector, just speaking, only ending there. Very few women are in coffee trade. Terrible highlighted the uniqueness, the power, because beats people's mind. They wonder, how can a woman be in a male-dominated business? But this is to empower and inspire other women that they can do the businesses that have been labeled that they are for men, as long as you have the knowledge about the business and also have the equipment like this, you become unstoppable.
Okay.
Child, when I came back to my community after university, first of all, I was worried where to go next. I came back to my community, having seen the challenges that the community was facing along the coffee sector. I said, I think I can position myself here. That was one. Secondly, I don't own land, like you have said. So the first thing I did was to train farmers, mobilize them, try to talk to them such that they believe in the quality of coffee. So that's how I started. Slowly, I was given the coffee that I took to Great Lakes. They accepted it. Then another time, when I was given the coffee finance to help me be able to buy more coffee and supply. But like we highlighted previously, that the coffee sector is changing every day and night. So if you do not see the changes and embrace them, for example, the waves of specialty coffee started growing. So we came in and started. I talked to my father. I told him that I need a place where we can put a coffee store. First of all, he was hesitant. I was like, really? Coffee store? Can you build? I'm like, yes, we can put up something small that we can start. And when he was a bit resistant, I remember the words that I had grown up seeing my father say. He said that if you don't work hard and you work differently, you will become a society misfit. And I once said that my father and my mother have never punished me, maybe for academic things. If I performed badly, they would only say that there are two roads. You either become a misfit or you fit in society. So those are some of the quotes that keep coming to my head to make a decision. You choose either to become a misfit or you fit in society at that level.
What is your
High quality coffee, increase on our volume. We believe that by 2026, Nambozo will be in position to export its coffee. We also want to have an incubation center, because we believe that as much as government is talking about value addition, most of the young people cannot have access to equipment. So if we can have an incubation center in Sironko established, one, that means that the value addition arm will start working very well. Because today we have to take some of our coffee up to Churali in Kampala to have it roasted. So our dream is, one, to change, to have as many models, as many people, like the young girls, those that they can see and get inspired, and also create the job opportunity for what?
Mp Nambozo Florence, the district chairman of the Sironko district. Today we are in Busita, sub-county, Busita parish, where we have had a function of one young entrepreneur called Sandra Chiboli. She has an enterprise called Kalamugosi. Kalamugosi is in Rugisu, but it simply means cut the rope or break the chain. The essence behind that Kalamugosi is that breaking free from the bondage that exists thereof, especially as a young entrepreneur and a girl to that. It has been a wonderful function, and we want to take this time as the people of Sironko to appreciate MTN Foundation and all the other sponsors and funders that have stood by Sandra to enable her achieve her dream as the CEO of Kalamugosi, and a successful one to that. She has exhibited a rare character where she has reached greatness, yet a village girl. She has gone through schools, she's a graduate, but still remained humble. She has traveled countries, she has awards achieved because of the quality of her work, and culminating into the coffee that she has presented on the market. She has gone through challenges that you may very well know that young entrepreneurs go through, but those have not impeded her from going forth. She has walked all the way and still going all the way. She employs more than 1,500 women.
Honorable, maybe brief.
In my speech, I appreciated Sandra for standing her ground, because there are so many challenges being a young entrepreneur and a young girl, because there are norms socially in our communities that bar women or young girls or girls from achieving their dreams. Limitations like land acquisition. For example, it is well known that the girls do not become heirs. Girls are not given land because they go off and they are married off. But that has not stopped Sandra. In Bugisu, we have a challenge of land fragmentation. That has not limited Sandra. One of the things that she has used very well is her inherent capital. She has gone around the district, across to Blambul, and gotten women and worked with them. They are her farmers that supply her with this coffee. So I am sending out this message to the rest of the young girls, young entrepreneurs, and the young women who may want to do business but still think that someone should come and give them a hand. Sandra started very small as a girl. She started with the coffee that was around her home, and that is where she developed her concept. Little by little, because of her integrity and truthfulness within herself and trust in herself, including determination, she went out and has grown her business. She has got partners to whom she sells her coffee. She has got partners who buy from her because of the quality of her coffee. So this is a message to the rest out there, that do not be hindered because you have the inherent capital. That is where you start from. One would think that Sandra has got acres and acres of land in Busita, which is not the case. She has gone out to speak to the women who have got gardens of coffee. She's going out to the other districts to get the coffee, and you can tell that the sky will be the limit if it can ever for Sandra, because she has achieved awards with big money. Today we have experienced MTN deliver machinery worth 20 million. And this is going to make her work much easier as she improves the quality of her coffee according to the market that she has, because her market is now beyond Busita, it's beyond Sironko, it's beyond Uganda. It is international because of her packaging and branding. She has got equipment that is going to help her, and yet more, there are other partners who are promising to support her. And this, I call upon the others, including the boy child. When we talk about the girl child, it can only be unfair to leave the boy child behind. The boy children could also get involved in this kind of entrepreneurship skills and do something for yourself, because today we look at Sandra, who has superseded. She has not sat back and cried in self-pity that she has not been helped. Oh, she's a girl. So I encourage the boys to go ahead, because we know you have some strength more than that of a woman. You can achieve much more.